Hello and welcome to CATGurus.com. Now in this session we will understand how to use CATGurus, how to use its testing platform. Now in a test center, if you look, there is something called quick test, there is something called mock cat. Let's understand them going inside. The starters. Now in starters we see we have quantitative, which is the first part here, and then there is within quantitative there is topic wise. Now topic wise tests are nothing but individual topic. You see number systems here. Let me open the tests. So let's click on more here. So there are 20 tests in all. Let's have a look. There is number systems. Now there is level A, level B, and then there is level C also. So level A is the easiest level, level B is the slightly moderate level, and level C is the difficult level. So you have number system, surds, indices, percentage, profit and loss, linear equation, and so on. So you have all these topic wise tests which are covered here. Let's go back. Then there are something called sectionals. Now these sectionals are nothing but after we complete the topic wise test, a couple of topics are clubbed together in unit 1. Then there is data interpretation or reasoning. Now this is a separate section. As you see, quantitative was divided into topic wise and sectionals. Data interpretation is only one part, which is reasoning here. So you have reasoning tests. So there are total of 15 tests. You can look at the status here. You have taken 0, in progress 0. In progress is nothing but if you have left a test in the middle of it. So it will show in progress. So it will, if you look at the status here, it is take a test. In a progress test, it will see taking, and whereas in taken, it will show you view a report of the test that you have taken. Let's go further on to verbal. Now in verbal, we have many more things. We have something called verbal logic, which is about applying logic in verbal. Then there is mini sectional, which is clubbing certain topics. Then there is language, which is nothing but grammar. So you'll have grammar oriented tests there. And then there is vocabulary. So in language or grammar, there are 26 tests in the first phase, which is the initial phase. Now in vocabulary, there are 20 tests which are there, and you have taken none. So this is a demonstration of the first part. Let's look at the second part. What exactly is there in the second part? Now in the warm-up section, as you can see, there are 134 tests. What are these 134 tests? Again, the bifurcation, mini sectionals. Now these are mini sectionals, not the exact full sectionals as in CAT. Topic wise, as discussed last time, but here the topics are of the second stage. So you'll have a set theory, a ratio, an average, a log, an inequality which will come in. Then there is data sufficiency, which is application. Now that you've learnt a lot of topics or you've covered a lot of topics, data sufficiency will play its game here. There are sectional tests, which is again combining couple of topics. And then there is verbal. Coming to the verbal section, there is RC. Now what is this OPAT? All of a sudden a new jargon is coming, but it is not that. This is RC, one passage at a time. Now why one passage at a time? It may look funny, but if I give you 2 passages or 3 passages in a test, the chances that a student will skip one passage is very high. Here the idea is to focus on one passage and get it through. So one passage at a time with a time limit of 10 minutes will give you adequate time to put your focus on that RC and mark all the possible answers. We have a lot of other RCs also in the OPAT section, just in order to practice one RC and focus on it. Again, coming to verbal logic. Now verbal logic, as we discussed last time, application of logic in verbal, that is this section. Then coming to mini sectionals, similar to quant mini sectionals, here there are verbal mini sectionals. Language and vocabulary will continue to the second phase. Let's go to the third part. What is the third part here? Now this is final frontier. Again, going one step further onto slightly more difficult tests. Here if you see, there are mostly level C tests which have come in. The level C is the most difficult section. Now that you are probably 2 months left for CAT or 2.5 months left for CAT, this will play a major role. Going ahead, you see data interpretation comes in, because this is a stage where you start applying into data interpretation. So you have data interpretation tests, you have reasoning tests. Let's go to the last part, which is the add-on sectionals. Now what is add-on? Now once CAT is over, there are a lot of other tests which come in. Now there is a SNAP, there is an IRMA, there is an IFT. Here the key is to get the GK right. General knowledge plays a very, very effective role in getting you through, because here it takes less time per question and the score advantage that you get is much, much higher. So we tend to focus only on GK in these papers. So if you see SNAP, IRMA, IFT, you will have 55 tests of GK for SNAP only, 21 for IFT and 34 for IRMA. Now these are uploaded probably 15 days to 5 days before IRMA, so that you can consume 3 to 4, maybe 5 tests every day and improve your GK in a structured manner rather than randomly taking so many tests and doing nothing out of it. All the best and good luck.